Look at that.
Palace of the Fine Arts down toward the Golden Gate Bridge. It's built here for a World's Fair. Kent's up there working on that thing.
Let's go on together.
Pretty place.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Want to sit next to me, boys?
Pretty flowers.
Shot straight through here. I want a shot of this blue.
Pretty flowers. Oh, they're pretty up here too.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
Ron. And we're gonna have to go way around here because I've got a watering thing going.
Okay. There's Bing G right there. There's Mr. Bing G right there, folks. Bing G the photographer. Gary Moore's jealous. He's moving out of town. Man may open a new studio. Gary Moore's moving out of town. This man may take his place.
Oh, this is even better.
Oh, two flowers.
No, tres.
What's really pretty is this. Flowers are beautiful. Boyle's house. Old house is fixed up. Yeah, really. Both of those houses intrigue me. Can't figure out what them women are looking at up there. Here's the seniors in San Francisco. Seniors gone west. Miss Gayle leading the pack. Let's check out the house. Old house with the mom. Man, they were telling. Coming down around the corner. Huge. Where we were when we first came in, and that's where we were. When we walked all the way down. That's the same lady sitting there a while ago. Can't move. Really pretty, but it's pretty lit up at night too. Turtle.
That's good. It's fantastic. Right from here.
Sir, aren't you a marine biologist?
Yeah.
Could you tell me what kind of turtle that is? Is that a flatbed?
The two in the middle there are your basic snapping turtles. The one on the far right, feet is hot. That's the reason he's got them up like that. The sun has burned his little feet.
How old do you estimate those turtles are?
The two, it has a lot to do with their age, how large they are. The two in the middle there are over 200 years old. Honey, I'm in front of the camera.
Well, what about this one over here? No, they won't let him play.
That's not a real turtle. I'm sorry.
It's not a real turtle.
That's an antique turtle.
That's not a real turtle. Looks like a real turtle.
It is a real turtle. They're all them.
You sure it's not a real turtle, sir? He looks like a real turtle.
I don't think so.
I think it's a real. Well, if you don't think that one right there don't look like a real turtle, and he moves. They're together.
I believe
Take a
there's
stick and give him a good whoop.
there's a statue of these are all fake turtles.
Fake turtles.
Wind's blowing. We're at the marina. Here's Senior Citizens Go West group here. San Francisco and Nob Hill in the back. Downtown San Francisco.
Just left the World's Fair Center.
World's Fair Center where we were. There's a marina. Beautiful day. Alcatraz. Zoom in on Alcatraz.
I got a little more.
Got the tanker coming in. Sailboat, cruisers going out. Enjoy Sausalito. There's the old Golden Gate Bridge. Marvel of the world. There it is. How about that? Army base at Presidio. Army base where they used to land airplanes during World War II in the beach zone.
How we miss you guys.
Highway 101 where we go out in the morning. This home's a remodel of it. You see this one right on the corner. Tell what that was. Yeah, I guess I could just. Now, what they call this? The conservatory? You've got roses over there. What else? Girl with them wedding pictures right here. Thank you, Miss Gayle.
I said I would give you my one. That's your one. Oh, yeah. Listen, I can hear it.
I thought that was a girl going to the wedding dress. She's laying down the flowers. Yeah, I'm playing in the tunnel. Japanese girl having a wedding picture there.
Last to the row.
Oh, is it? I left the rest of it at the hotel.
Where's the Oreos?
I don't even know how to. I don't even know how to load it yet. Japanese girl.
I think the wedding's not till next year.
Oh, is it?
They take pictures now.
Huh.
You don't think you brought one? We might turn it in.
Already died. Nobody else will have any. Okay, Bertie, what do you want it? Do it. Big head. That's why I don't think about it. Got the difference. I wouldn't. So I'm looking for it.
You know the diamonds alone, if it's a diamond.
Okay, but it's so flimsy. I can't believe a diamond would be that kind of bag. Look, wouldn't this be a cute picture?
I'm making it.
Yeah.
I'm making it right now. Big sister helped out.
What'd she say?
Don't push.
No.
Hello.
You running?
Hi, little person.
Little person. How's that little person?
Probably two. Close to two. She's pretty fine. Yeah.
Pretty and peaceful. Golden Gate Park. Huge park. Conservatory Gardens. Yeah, down there in that bridge, that little tunnel goes on the road. What's that? Playing a saxophone, real pretty. Real pretty music. Beautiful place, beautiful day. Two senior women right there. Our leader's already gone in. He couldn't wait. Flowers, he had to see them. He's already gone to the gate.
Here come the San Francisco beauties. Here we are.
There's the old ticket man down there.
She's waiting. Where?
Look here, you. What's that?
Well, they're kind of white blanket. You have to sign that one.
Yeah.
I was supposed to share some of them with you, and I was like,
Huh?
nothing, I'll tell you later.
The big one. Nice. First nice block of creamy, white, scent and attractive eagles, the pollinated flower. The second night, the blossom is pink. Terrific. Interesting. Look at that. And they are big. It
Look at these up here. Honey, look at these.
That would make a pretty picture, honey.
Yeah. Things I never seen before. Look at this tree on the right. Rainforest, rainforest.
We talked to a man from Washington, Bronzeport, what was it?
Where we ate coming back, yeah.
And he was from
Bellingham.
He was the mayor, the county executive.
Bellingham, remember where we all ate in that yacht club at that?
It was just funny, he said,
That was good.
Washington.
well, that's why I told her, she really can't compare any of these trips like this, because that one was unusually nice.
Yeah.
Wines and dines and good food.
Yeah, we can use it in the section of town.
Yeah. And somebody was always watching after you, taking care of your needs. All you had to do was ask.
Wait a minute, I'm losing my coat.
Let me have your coat.
I got my glasses. That's unusual for them.
Pay for the racing, I guess.
I would think so.
I took
Y'all
it
some
out.
coconut.
Took some film.
Banana tree there.
See, that looks just like pigtails. I got it. I thought it was a flower. Not so sure it wasn't.
I think y'all ever did that.
I was walking in and I said, boy, it's an unusual flower, and it was this pigtail.
Good steak. I don't know what about these guys. You know,
Oh, look at these people like hollyhock.
it seems our indoor guys.
Oh, that's pretty.
Look at that. First, look at the collier.
I know, now, I don't have anything, but I'm saying.
Look at this. I know. That
What is that?
It's a holly. Yeah, or it looks like a hollyhock, doesn't it? Yeah, but look at it.
Would that not make a wonderful picture?
Picture.
I'm getting it.
Well, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, and I like the frame.
You see the red and yellow and stuff?
Yeah. Oh, look at that in there.
Yeah, I'm saying that would make such a good
That, where?
Well, look at these. Look at it. Maybe this lady should give you a copy of hers.
Please look at this color.
This reminds me, I get to see it.
Yeah.
What's in there? What's in America? Red brick.
Look at these, honey. Look at that little one right back in there. Look.
That's a New Guinea impatient, is what that is.
New Guinea impatient, man, it says. Is that an orchid right there, Bruce? Look. That gotta be.
I believe it is. Don't know much about that.
Don't grow them on Bearwood?
No. Sweet potato plant here though. Light green. Yeah. No, they do not.
Look at those down below.
It shows it's lit up at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, now this would make such a wonderful puzzle.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
I thought that it says exit doesn't mean anything.
No, it says over there, the alarm will sound.
pretty.
Treat within itself, isn't it? It's just so comfortable. You see the azaleas, Bunny? Occasional bloom.
Well, this is the 10th summer that the gardens are open to the public, and we don't do weddings here, and we don't rent the grounds out for private parties or anything like that. So that means everybody that comes to visit us has a chance to come through here, and they're only closed for a few of the major holidays during the year. The layout was done by Rhonda herself, and her educational background, she actually has a degree in nutrition, but she loves to garden and she loves to do design, and so she got to put those two interests together here. And I think it turned out pretty well.
Yes, that was beautiful.
So she visited some other botanical gardens and stuff before this was But the rose garden is the most formal part of the garden, and that started blooming about the third week in May, and we'll have roses all the way till about November. We're getting about 6 months of the year. The beds that have the summer blooming annuals in them right now, the zinnias and salvia, and we have some other plants that bring in actually perennials, but they put them in there anyway. Petunias all along here. This was all started in our greenhouses out in the back of the property, put in a few weeks ago, and it'll stay here till about November. And then we'll take it all out, and we'll put in new plants that will bloom throughout the winter and into spring. If you have a chance to come back here in mid-March to April, we'll have 18,000 bulbs blooming on the property. So if you like tulips and daffodils and hyacinths and all those spring bulbs, call us up. We actually have a tulip hotline at that time of the year. So you can call us up and find out at what stage the garden the bulbs are, because it's a little bit different every year. A lot of the permanent specimens have markers, and they tell you the botanical name and the more common name of the plants. So after the tour, wander back down through this way on your way to the car, and you can check out the gazebos, go over some of the other bridges and such, and see a favorite plant that you like. You can jot down the name and find it. Oh. One thing we always point out is when we take the tour through the gardens is this tree. And until they put this big plaque in front of it, it was really easy to just walk right on by, because it's not the most eye-catching thing in the garden. But it's one of the most interesting trees because this is a cork tree. And so if you never knew where those little corks to keep the wine in your bottle came from, they came from oak trees like this. They don't grow here commercially, but most corks that you see come from Portugal and Spain, and they have forests of these types of trees. And what's kind of interesting about them is that you have to wait a long time before you can actually use the bark off of these trees to make corks or bottles. It has to be 43 years old. And then what they do is they strip the bark off, and they actually do that a couple of times before that point, but it's when they strip it for the third time at 43 years of age that they can actually start making the stoppers for the bottles. Then you have to wait 9 years for the bark to grow back thick enough so you can harvest it again. So my window of opportunity in the cork business is sort of shot by me at this point. But it's pretty interesting. So when you can get up close and take a look, and now that it's a little older, it does, you can tell a little more easily that it is cork. And it's kind of spongy.
You ever heard of that?
It says
Cork, cork.
This is
one of my favorite parts of the garden, especially in the summertime, because they put up these baskets with the begonias. But this is a man-made waterway here in the gardens, and so this just recirculates. So we have Dry Creek on one side of the property, and we have another little creek called Pressure Creek behind the main building there. And wells and for irrigation in the back. But I like this part a lot, and we just have regular goldfish in the pond because at night we have herons and egrets that like to come down and snack on our fish. So we couldn't put koi in there. We'd be seeing our expensive fish flying off into the sky every night. So we just stick with the little regular goldfish. And, some of them are getting pretty big, so they must be the really smart ones that know where to hide or something. Once in a while we get a big frog down there too, so you might hear a bullfrog down here flying over. If you want us to go, and by the way, if anybody wants a picture while we're here in the garden, let me know because I can take a picture and I'll be in it. If you want to come back and do it, everybody wants you to sit here and take these pictures.
We'll come back and take some still shots.
Those are going to be towels then.
Huh?
I think those are going to be towels. At least a part of it is. I don't know if it's a blend or... What I think is kind of interesting is this hedge, because it's all clipped by hand.
Oh.
They don't put up a string to make it level. They just go along with those perfect. And I mean, that's a long hedge, and all those little hedges that line the flower beds, it's all done by hand too.
Oh, man.
We have 9 full-time gardeners by here. So Wednesday is mow the lawn here. That's where you sit. Sense of how the wine actually moves for the winery. There's a lot of activity going on because the harvest is not very far away. Generally, we start picking around the 1st of September. This year, we're looking at possibly the 9th of August. We have had such an early, warm spring and a pretty good summer so far, so things have come along really quickly. So, and we'll get closer to the vineyard. I'll tell you a little bit more about how that's decided. With it comes from the Bordeaux region of France, just like Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot do. And here we use it mostly to blend in with some other red wines, but other people do bottle it separately. But here they are, and they're definitely pretty ripe at this point. We're still waiting for the sugar and acid levels to come up to the right points, but it won't be too long. And this is a vineyard we'll harvest mechanically because it's on totally flat ground. The vineyards that are on hillsides and on our mountaintops, we have to harvest entirely by hand because the harvesters are a little top heavy. We don't want to tip them over on the hills. So it's nice that we can use both methods, and the mechanical picker, of course, is a little quicker, and that's especially great if the weather turns on us, and we have to hurry up and get that crop in and harvest the vineyards a little bit more. Harvested fruit where it's still on the stem. All we have to do is get those individual berries off of that stem. And so the top part of this is a de-stemming. And that helps. But you can do it in a green. You can go to Italian festival, Columbus Day weekend, and on sell all the grapes you want. Just because they always do red grapes. Well, this has to take the place of feet. And what it does is inside that drum, there's like an inflatable membrane or balloon. And so once all the grapes are dropped into that, we inflate that membrane, pushes the grapes against screens that are in there.
You've seen that drum just collapse.
The humidity is what we really have to watch in here in the summertime because we have pretty low humidity during the summer. That's a bad thing in the cellar because your wine evaporates. And so we want as little of that to happen as possible. So what we'll do in this room is we lay these stones from Austria in the middle, and we just turn on the water hose and wet them down all the way through, and then that moisture eventually brings the humidity back up. The new winery, the caves are actually dug into real mountains, The humidity control there is very, very good. And so we figure we're going to lose so much less wine than the types of cellars that we have here.
Stays constant.
Yeah, we don't have to use energy to have mechanical humidifiers going. So over the long run, it's going to pay for itself that we've done it all over a pretty major project to try and get those constructed.
The barrels are keeping it for how long?
Well, these barrels will stay in here for several years. The wine only.
See, I wish you could have got us in the tree. So we need to move.
Well, you just tell.
This is Sonoma Lake. Earth Dam. Up on this overlook. Beautiful lake. Built by the Corps of Engineers. And then down below is where there's the dam right there. Down this way is where we just were, on the other side of the dam.
This big wraparound porch, hand-carved doors, stained glass windows, gorgeous garden. I mean, I could go on and on, but you get the idea. The property line goes down Nebom Lane, over here on my left, and then it's really hard to see from here, but
Yeah,
it makes a sharp left-hand turn if you come down here in the shade. It makes a sharp left-hand turn to this row of olive trees on the left, and then runs all the way up the row of trees, all the way to the top of Mount St. John behind us. Cuts down the ridge line, goes around the corner. We border Sonoma County on the ridge line, and it's the largest contiguous property in Napa Valley.
Ooh.
We sit at just over 1,700 acres, and out of that we have 260 acres planted grapes.
How many employees?
200. All employed year-round. We don't hire any seasonal help, even for the harvest. We have about 12 guys on the vineyard team, and they take care of our entire vineyard management, including the harvest.
Wow.
Everything is done by hand, all hand-picked,
By hand,
everything.
no machine.
No machines.
Boy, that is
The
something.
winery is where now? Where?
The winery, we're actually going to go back in. The winery is inside the building again, and we're going to go back in there in just a second. That's where we're going to actually taste some wine, have a seat in there, and drink a little wine.
Now, could they plant more of this acreage if they wanted to?
There's a few places up on the hillside they can plant. We have about 3 acres up there right now that we're experimenting with some vanilla and Syrah. But it's all in open areas. The locals don't want to have to cut down any more trees, and that's why we bought the property next door. We wanted to expand the estate production without having to cut down more trees. So $32 million later, we got 60 more acres of grape, about 5,000 cases of wine. How are we coping? 65.
What'd you do, get the wires hung up?
Yeah, I told you to straighten those out last night. You didn't.
Here's the across the mountains from Napa because the fog we had to come up here to go across the mountains. It's a young honeymoon couple from Vancouver. What's our pilot's name? Louis. I don't know. Big enough. I want one bigger. Let's get one bigger. Maybe going two together.
Oh, this one's pretty stable. Yeah, I think that was stable.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy, that's pretty. That is beautiful.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Oh, look at the cows down here. They got in the creek. Haven't seen that.
Now we come back, I like to hit that pool right over there now. Let's land in that swimming pool.
Which one are you thinking here? This one over here?
That's the funny thing about our motel, no swimming pool.
I know they do need one there. Rancho Canis, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey Bruce, look at there. There's a dam over in a little lake.
Wow.
It is. That's pretty
Beautiful.
There's another blue heron down there flying just by the cattle.
Yeah.
Got my area. Huda Creek, that's called.
What'd you call it?
Huda Creek. This runs down here from the Mendocino National Forest and then continues all the way down into Lake Berryessa. A glider ride too. To complete all the modes of transportation in the valley.
We just about hit them all.
Car, train, air balloon.
My sunburn, whenever that thing goes.
On the back of your neck there?
I on my arm too.
Oh, that's a great one.
Bruce, that's not a bobcat up in that tree over there. Can you grab him?
I believe this bobcat.
tell me if there's a big tree coming up.
Okay.
So what's making you go down like that? Just a downdraft, or?
No, we were just cooling down just a little
Oh.
bit, and I wanted to get back over this hill this year.
Huh?
You okay, Kara?
Oh, I'm great.
It's me you gotta worry about. I'm the one who's afraid of heights.
Oh, you are? Oh man, this is
She
great.
keeps wanting to lean over the side.
This is great.
Yeah, it is.
I can see how you like this.
It's not a bad way to live.
No.
Yeah, the hours are terrible, but
We can make several trips today, or
no, we're just gonna do this one flight and then call it a day. That's it.
So what is it about the morning that makes it the only real time?
It's
Just the way the winds are? Or?
it's just the wind really, and as the day heats up even more, it just gets more and more unstable. The thermals and
Okay.
it just gets harder and harder to fly.
I see. Is that the same everywhere, or is it just something about Napa or this area
It
with the instability and stuff?
it's everywhere
Yeah,
really.
okay.
Yeah, but it really starts picking up maybe around 9:30, 10 o'clock, and the wind is just so strong that every landing you'd have would just be knocked
Really?
down. You know,
Yeah.
rough and tumble. And
Well, where is they have that big one? Is that Phoenix where they have the
Albuquerque.
Albuquerque?
Yeah.
They bring thousands of them in there, don't they? You ever go to that?
I've been down there, but not for the event before.
So Napa is actually this way?
Napa is yeah, it's actually just over. This is that ridge line, the
Yeah.
Howell Mountain
Yeah.
range I was talking about.
Oh, is
And that actually is the border. Then it's the eastern border of Napa Valley. So just on the other side, that's
So,
Napa.
yeah.
I don't mind.
And this is Middletown, just over here.
Yeah.
That Crazy Creek Soaring Center here, that's still considered Hidden Valley as well. And then the other side is that mouth to Butts Canyon and then Pope Valley.
You know, out there at Colorado Springs, I see those guys doing a lot of gliders.
Yeah, well, all those cadets actually
Yeah.
get their glider rating.
Get
before
to do it.
Yeah, it's a neat deal.
boy, this is peaceful, isn't it?
Oh, it is. Yeah, I can see how you get to where you really like this.
Mm-hmm. That little pond right there, that dry up behind us there. No, it's behind us.
Right there,
Yeah,
Mr.
sure did.
Oh, there's a couple more up.
You run a tank today or a couple? Or?
Oh yeah, we're going to be like 3 or 4.
Oh, really?
I like
good speed.
Oh yeah. Great.
You say we're just a little bit over a mile away.
Yeah, we'll probably do 3 or 4 miles, I'd say, by the time we're down.
It's really pretty. Look at him, Bruce. 4 back there now.
Anything for you?
We're just kidding y'all.
I know. We've been there.
They don't say y'all up there.
No, I don't think so. I didn't hear much of that.
No, you won't hear
No,
me.
they don't say that a whole lot.
See, one reason we don't like it up there because they talk too fast. And they move too fast too. We move slower.
We've got friends in Hendersonville named Glass. His name is John Glass, and her name is, I think, Laura Glass. She's a lawyer, and she's a lawyer for the
Hey guys, I see you.
clothing
Huh?
industry.
Okay.
And she has just been stationed in New York.
You guys have anything heading
So-
south?
Yeah.
You remember the name
Glass.
Glass?
All right.
Heading
Fashion.
your way on the road?
So it's a fashion industry lawyer, right?
Yeah.
But they're gonna stop. They gonna move up there
She lives there now.
and come. And they go back and forth.
Yeah. And John goes every 2 weeks or so.
Oh yeah.
What do you got down there on the surface, boys?
And they're right downtown, so you look them up.
Okay. Tell them about the
Going east. All right.
Yeah.
We'll
Laura
drop down and
Glass
see if we
and
can
John Glass?
get into some of that.
John Glass
Okay.
and Laura.
I did, but you guys are hidden behind a
He's in
tree
the
now.
landscaping business.
Okay.
Tell Carlos to wave, and
It's not the best city for him.
No, no.
That's all that matters.
Could be. Alan.
tell him to wave, and I can see him. I'll take his picture.
Who?
Carlos, he's talking.
He's down there somewhere?
Yeah, Hank said he can see you through his spotting scope on his 302 Ruger.
And tell him to behave himself. I'm watching every move.
Where is he? Exactly.
He's out here on the. They're on the road here
Oh, okay.
somewhere. All right, now Bruce, this trip isn't just free. All right, I want you to grab the burner here.
Okay.
You're gonna be holding on to this handle, and this is your throttle right here. Basically, you're gonna be squeezing that. And right now we're at about 700 feet, and this is where I'd like to keep us, right here, because this angle is taking us right over into this nice field, and that's where our friends are. And so see if you can keep us level. Kind of keep your eyes out on the horizon. You'll start to feel the balloon.
Yeah, where's my dial?
This is your altimeter here, but you can't really fly the altimeter. You gotta just feel it in your ass. Seat of the pants.
Well, you gave it the wrong man. He ain't got much of a.
You don't have that. All right. Well, why don't you just go ahead and give us a burn for about 10 seconds.
That's 10. You went 11. You went 11. Right?
You did go 11.
Take it off my final average.
Coming in, Bruce is not flying anymore, thank goodness.
Didn't last very long, did it?
You did good.
Working on this.
You did good though. That's Carlos.
Those are the boys right there.
That's what I thought.
You want
Here
to
comes Carlos. He's gonna catch us. There they come.
Somebody's throwing some water. Is that?
That's the condensate. He said he'd get a little condensate.
No, down here on the ground.
Oh, I see. He's watering the road. Seems like a waste.
You don't do that at home.
Dry as it is. Comes our pickup crew.
Hey guys, what do you have on the surface down there?
My phone.
Is that our landing unit?
Carol, you take care of this
Hello.
time and rain. Let's see.
I'm still in it.
My wife lost her.
That's a hot area.
Turned down all the lights in the house.
Looks now that it's going a
Flashlight.
little bit.
Well, we're just now coming in for land. We've gone about 2 miles. It's just absolutely beautiful.
Is that the way you do it? Towards you, I'm low.
It's beautiful. Bruce was driving for a while. That was kind of scary.
Cool, thanks.
We need a remote. Then
Yeah, we're coming down for a landing. Still with me? Yeah. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
We all flow in a certain direction to get us moving.
Modern technology. There's my son. Said, how's the balloon ride? I said, we're still going.
We're still up. Yeah, we would have been there 10 minutes ago if it wasn't for Bruce, man.
Yeah.
You know, he's just stretching it out.
But I had to
Getting
learn,
running
you know.
for it,
Now
you
these
know.
other guys
You
gonna
know.
land over there.
I had to learn.
Look like they're gonna land on the other side of the hill.
They're a little afraid to come over the
They
hill.
won't come over the
They
hill.
won't come over here. No one's followed me yet.
He will.
And I've been trying to tell them, like, get over here.
They will, you know. I see the yellow one. He's going down. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all landing down there.
This is nothing now.
I know.
Calm down
You're okay.
now. 10 seconds before we get there.
Like, I'm not afraid of these things anymore.
Let's
keep going. This is only staying 2 stories up. So
I got a lawyer that when I was mayor, we go sign papers up on the 28th floor or something.
Yeah.
He's afraid of heights, and he wouldn't get near the window. He'd be over in the inside block.
There's a little tiny breeze down here.
Think you're gonna be able to get over that way anymore?
Oh yeah, we're gonna get right over towards that road.
Huh.
Really?
What?
That road?
Gonna get close to the road.
I don't even want to move this.
Yeah, Dave talked to me right now, and he said there's the road that takes me like right where you are right now.
Okay. Actually, we're gonna be heading right over towards that the main road.
Okay, we'll be like right in front of you then.
Perfect. Yeah.
What's that guy do there? That just a, that a state deal?
One of the supervisors, yeah.
So they with the environment or something and watch after this kind of
It's actually, I think it's part of PG&E. I think they do some of the power exchange and how the water, and then he's doing the environmental side of it, and somehow this area has got some unique biological system in their ecosystem that they're preserving. I think this field and that field on that side. I'm not sure exactly what, but
That's right. We went to Nassau on a 1962.
And I went to
that was on your honeymoon?
Yeah. I went to Acapulco.
Oh yeah.
1962.
He could not speak Spanish.
Right.
He went to the local pharmacy to get the things that you need, and he could not speak Spanish. They had a son born.
Got my wife pregnant on a honeymoon.
9.5 months later, Nikki was born.
The one that just called me on the phone.
They didn't speak Spanish, he said. They didn't speak English.
Oh, it's nice to be able to lean like this now, Con.
Yeah,
You wouldn't let me move.
Listen,
I know you're holding on there.
Can you swim?
The fact that I'm up
Can
here
you swim? We're going to end up in that
Oh,
lake.
yeah, sure. I'll dive right in.
So I can, you know.
I'd be like this, but hold on!
Sorry, guys.
We were in Alaska and we took a side trip on those real small little planes.
Oh yeah, seaplanes.
It was small. The three of us went, plus the pilot. Noisy.
Yeah.
Wow. We put headsets on so we could hear him. We got way out and landed on a body of water. It was 180 feet down. Oh, it's just gorgeous.
No kidding.
Oh, it was cold water. This is in July.
Was that in Alaska or was that
Yeah.
Out of Alaska. Well, we out of Skagway or
No, it's
Juneau?
Juneau, yeah.
Did you guys fly over the Juneau ice fields?
Yeah.
The glacier there above Juneau?
We we flew over, but we went to what was it? It's called Misty Fjord.
Yeah. Okay.
Misty Fjord National Park or whatever.
We were on the Princess line. I highly recommend that.
Which cruise did you take, Carol, with your parents?
Celebrity cruises?
Your dad's probably got up on the Princess. Everybody thinks Princess is the nicest thing.
They came out with some new,
biggest
biggest Queen Mary.
Yeah, we were on the biggest one they had. It was
At
the
that
first
time.
voyage. Well, we went up that glacier park, you know, right next to the glacier. That was really
Pretty amazing.
all amazing.
The ship just turned around. Just sit there and just
Oh yeah, it's got
turn
like
around.
the props
right
several
in the front.
times.
Yeah.
And you could just hear what they call it,
Cowing.
cowing.
Calving. That's a
Calving.
Calving.
That's the
When
glaciers
they'd fall
falling,
off.
going in the water.
Oh,
It sounds just like a rifle. You're just sitting there real quiet.
and then you crash. Yeah.
Boy,
Be
it's
something
something.
to see.
Hey guys, gonna go ahead and pull forward for us.
You gonna make Carlos climb a fence?
You're actually going to try to get right on the road, eh?
Get one of those flowers.
Hey.
At least you gotta go over this fence.
Yeah, we just need to be real cautious of those lines right there. It's pretty close.
This is a fighter.
Yeah, I might set it down a little sooner than the road.
Carlos, we're gonna land in the back of your truck.
Oh, do you guys land on the trailers?
Guys, we're awful close to those lines, so yeah.
Put it down right by this road. He doesn't want the balloon to get on the road, so let they land that quick. Come right over that fence right there. Had no idea it was that accurate.
Boy, you would not want a windy day out here.
Uh-uh.
You know,
Yeah, that would make their job a little tougher, right?
that could drag you and
I wonder if they've ever been caught in like a thunderstorm. Just
I'm sure somebody has. Sure the weather changed on somebody.
what
Well, like imagine those guys who go around the world and they
And what happened to the one that was in North Carolina?
Yeah.
It just happened 2 weeks ago.
Wind got up,
Wind got up.
and what happened?
blew into a building in Baltimore. It's in Baltimore.
Some people killed, wasn't
No, they were hurt, but there was 12 people in it.
Thank you for telling
Thanks
him
for waiting
after. I
until
appreciate
after.
it.
Yeah, I knew to do that.
You told him before we wouldn't have been able to get him in.
I don't know. I know it's absurd. I can't help it.
No, my wife doesn't like heights either.
I got it from my mom. She wouldn't even get in the basket,
Yeah.
I don't think.
She can't get in elevators that go up too high.
Yeah, she doesn't like our apartment either.
She's like, oh, floor budget. Thanks for doing that, honey.
¿Ya le voy quitando las puntas? No. Háblale poquito a la soga.
Had a couple of them.
Boy, they're working hard.
Yeah, I know.
He's gonna jump right on top.
So what are they doing?
Inflating it?
How though? Do they open something up on the top?
I think they push it out at this end. They just start
Really?
pushing. They start pushing. Amazing. Set this thing down right next to the road with him, guys. Pick him up. Name's Lou. Colorado. The honeymooners. Just got married Saturday. This one's been married a while. Captain of our ship, co-captain, co-pilot, flew us for a little while. Howdy.
Lunch place? Like
I think they do
Yeah.
lunch.
I believe they do.
Yeah.
What type of food is it? Is
You
it
just
fancy,
name it
fancy?
anything. It's not. It's very expensive.
Oh,
We had
I see.
I had grilled halibut
Alright.
last night. The wife had meatloaf, so it's a wide range.
Yeah.
They had a meatloaf there last night?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty unusual.
Fantastic too.
That thick.
Really, is that right?
Yeah. Then the soups. Oh boy.
Dessert was great. I mean, it was fantastic.
Your lunch. Yeah. You're gonna be around.
Yeah, we'll think about it.
It's easy to find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on the main street? Right on the
No.
highway or no?
Turn at Hunt Street,
Hunt.
which is the first street past the red light going north. And you go about a half a block and there's railroad tracks.
Okay.
And there's a little road runs parallel to the railroad tracks called Railroad Road. It's right there on the corner.
All right.
It's one block off the main Highway 29.
Yeah. You probably run into traveling mustards.
Another restaurant, the same
Another
people on it.
restaurant. Same people on it.
I don't
Is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cindy's and Mustard's around.
same
Yeah.
people. The woman's
Yeah.
that runs Mustard just started. It's new. It hadn't been there long.
Yeah.
And there was an article in a magazine this friend of mine showed me, and he called, made reservations for us.
Go ahead.
Because he'd eaten at Mustard's, but he hadn't eaten at,
That's Cindy's there.
boy, it was fantastic.
Yeah, they do a good job. And Cindy's, my favorite dish is the duck.
Yeah,
Did
they
get the duck in there.
they had
It's-
duck on,
We saw that.
Oh man, it's a winter meal though. Like this time of year,
yeah.
if you ate that, you'd be sweating and you couldn't even go to sleep that night. You'd be so hot. But it's just,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like this warm, fat, big mashed potatoes, butter, garlic. Almost like a Peking duck sort of glazed.
Yeah.
But wood smoke. We eat well out here.
Oh, yeah.
Drink well.
No, you know how to eat. They have good, but see, it's different than ours. It's a lot of things on the menu that, and y'all do so much more with the presentation. Y'all really doctor it up. It's real
Yeah.
pretty, you know. San Francisco, what was the name of that restaurant we ate in San Francisco?
Fairlawns.
Fairlawn. Boy,
Highly recommend that.
talking about a good
Folks.
meal. It's right down by Union Square.
Okay. Really? That's where we're staying.
Yeah.
down there.
Where you staying?
We stayed at the Rex the first time through, which is
Hotel
on
Rex?
Sutter Street, which is just right near Union Square.
Yeah.
No, Sutter. Yeah.
Yeah, Sutter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is on, was it on the same street we stayed on?
Yeah. Oh,
Is it
Post,
eh?
yeah.
mm-hmm.
Post and Mason, right in there.
Fairlawn food.
Oh, it's good.
One of the best.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, the Fairlawns are just a group of islands right off the coast.
Oh, really?
And they call it the Red Triangle. Basically, it goes from the Fairlawns to Santa Cruz and back up to Fort Bragg,
Oh.
which is where all the great whites breed. The Fairlawns are like the biggest great white breeding grounds in North America. So when we're out there surfing, yeah.
Well, do you ski in the wintertime, go skiing?
Snowboarding. Yeah, and surfing in the winter. Actually, it's interesting that
You don't have a bad life.
the coastline in the wintertime, well, you guys know that, in the wintertime, it's the best time to be on the coast because all the fog
Yeah.
actually moves offshore And you get the most sunny days like in October and November is when San Francisco is just incredible. And then the summer is when you get all the fog.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's what they said about San Francisco in April. They just like to have died. It got so hot. April?
Yep.
We can't believe it. We're fighting some real bad weather at home in April.
Oh, April's tough for you guys. That's when you're talking full tornado season and thunderstorms. You still got hail and everything else down there.
How hot does it get?
It's real humid. It's up to the 90s there now.
But the humidity's like 80%, something like that. So it's a different kind of heat.
Yeah.
So you're always in air conditioning, like you always try to be everywhere.
Yeah.
Not really.
No.
When you're jet skiing, you don't.
Yeah, when you're on the lake, that's pretty nice.
Even yesterday when we were at the winery, I was like, I'm dying. Can't breathe.
Oh, yesterday it was hot.
Yeah, it was really hot.
Really hot.
Ooh, it was hot yesterday.
Oh man, you guys are. The balloon flight was hot yesterday.
I bet.
It was really
Yeah, I
hot.
can
Like
imagine.
talk about the back of your neck.
Here in the next couple of hours, it could be very hot.
Yeah, it was up to like 107, I think, over in Sacramento
Oh my gosh.
yesterday. One of the hottest days of the season. Yeah, it gets really hot. Central Valley, I mean, it's not unusual to see 120 over there. Up there at Sacramento and Redding and it's a cooker. But it is dry. I kind of miss the humidity, to tell you the truth.
Well,
Growing up in Ohio, because you're like,
Yes, well, you know, the only thing that is solved is the world.
That's
you
right.
getting out of his shoes?
Yeah, so.
Most of it.
Come on, man. Hey.
Get him get his shoes cleaned out.
Yeah.
People back in Tennessee say, now who is that guy?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna take off.